What's up?
Today, by Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Boston Desperados.
What?
From the host
I don't know.
50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Desperados and the San Francisco 49ers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard. Former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide the San Francisco 49er offense.
When Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge this secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
They moved the ball through the air pretty well in this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Went back to Juszczyk again. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
An 18-yard attempt.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun, because if his game plan goes into effect early, we'll see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious that that'll help them win.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now the throw taken in by Chark. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Right, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected, because to me, they got a few guys that can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys that might need a year or two on the practice squad. So then we'll find out if they can actually.
Incomplete. LaVisca Chenault, the intended target. And it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Oh, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. All right, I'm not good.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, have some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
What the? God dang it!
Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a first down for 6 on a pickup of 16. To throw is Garoppolo. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Second and 1. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now before getting it inside the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the run, it's Robinson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
DJ Chark, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Connection made with Chenault. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Niners 10, Desperados nothing.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Robinson.
Wow, nothing.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Eifert there to make the grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Garoppolo now. And that's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On first down, Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we can talk about finding the soft spot defensively. How do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
To start it out, Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now the second down throw on target, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He's going to run. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys have taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Makes it 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays.
14, 49ers 10. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 in the first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. 14. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Boston's offense ready to go again. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
All right, hang on. Gosh darn it.
Back to throw now on first down. This is Chenault on the receiving end.
So you need your towel? It wasn't gosh darn it. Why not?
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter
What?
if he's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And I think Eifert may be in some pain. Staying down following that play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 2nd and 5. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Oliver there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
13. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the left side here, and it's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 36 yards. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. You're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And this one through the uprights and good. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for the next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they already just shy of midfield. Now they'll throw here. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Short. Oh, now he's strapped. He lost the football. And now it's a scoop down. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here. All right, we have the same the week one highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Austin's offense ready to go again. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here in this drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have get it a yard up to the 25.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now this one was running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. First down. And this lines up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And result of that, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from inside Niner territory, this is first and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside gain. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first, here's second and 3. Here with Robinson. Before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down. Able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. He's going to go down. He's sacked back at 24. Javon Kinlaw able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And we'll see all the time. Have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to have the offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. If you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That's complete. And they're going to get him down short of first as he can only get this to about the 19.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. The communication we saw there. The defender's pointing at the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable.
Where's that snowflake necklace at?
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy forwards, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side said, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start off. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw a big chunk right away. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the shotgun now, there's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Garoppolo. Quickly here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 to 38-yard line.
It's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. You never want to give it this shot from the Lions' perspective. They need it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really good. You've got some terrific athletes. We're trying to put them on the ground.
It might be another 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you. Here it is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that well. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Why don't you do it? Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in the big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, he's got Pickle. That'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a gain of 14. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
He was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
First down. It's Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, down to the 35.
season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
He gets it to the 30-yard line.
The defense in this situation would admit that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating their areas and to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards to pick up, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running game working, they'll stick with the first down. For about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're about a hole here, first and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. And he's got a finger target yet again. It's complete. Well, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up real short of first at about the 21.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say, I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little back yardage.
They've done a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
49ers 20.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they'll say, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. Let's see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing first is going to go. Throwing is complete. And they're going to get this one across the 35. Right at the bat to first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Toward the left sideline, that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The man making havoc there, Jerry McCoy, the D tackle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. But where to go with the football, that does that.
That's caught by Warner, the tight end. And he gets us in just shy of 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Austin's offense ready to go again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
It's still a one-possession game. This one's not fully over yet. And they're taking it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Gardner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd and 3. The open man is Westbrook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
With this lead, they're looking to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked them up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 and 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Gets it inside the 10-9. Another nice game. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, trying to lead the 4th quarter. This is when coaches have had a reliable running game to breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of football early in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you got to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be here. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second down there. It's Robinson.
Damn.
They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and 4 coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And these guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Josh Lambo lining up for the play.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
And you know what I mean by that? I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try to ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists in their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Garoppolo on first down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Garoppolo again. It's complete, right around the 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are back within a score. And that was a big set. They had 3 timeouts out there. The fullback, they just knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they were trying to show you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big in the backfield.
Touchdown. The drive should lead in time 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation you got. Plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have a full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them what's the situation. And you have timeouts. So we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts.
They have to be aggressive here.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. Let's see what they'll come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go to the air here, 3rd and 2. And he's got his timeout. And now right out of the 2-minute break. We're going to timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try on some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taken down with the marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, try to get your hands up to block them, you can be a little late getting it done.
So second and 9, and you'd have to figure just about 11, probably crashing the line here. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That would go for 16, and the drive will continue. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out the game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football. Real football. Not preseason football where we dig down the roster to figure out who's going to play. Maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first list.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for our visitors, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.